it's Lisa Marie.
And Rebecca with Stamp by the Beach.
It's just Lisa Marie.
Oh, it is not just Lisa Marie.
It's just Lisa
You
Marie.
are the Lisa Marie.
That's right, I am the Lisa Marie. Because there isn't any other.
Not
I
that
know I
I've
was
heard
freaking
of.
out. I turned this on too in case it didn't work.
Goodness.
Oh my goodness
Technology.
gracious. Well,
It
okay.
smells funny. Did Nathan come in with food?
I think so. It smells like fast food or
Ugh.
something. I did burn the chicken tonight, but you didn't smell
I
it
saw
before.
that, but I didn't smell
It was really good. I don't care how bad
It
looked.
looked really crispy.
It was very good. It was not intentional for it to be that
But it
crispy,
worked. It's
but
okay.
I ate it. The inside was still nice and juicy, so
That's all that matters.
and that was just skin, so it's not like
I
it
love the
was.
skin.
And so burnt skin. I'll eat it.
Yum.
You guys, as you pop on, be sure you say hello so we
So
know
are
you're
you.
there.
No, this is me.
I don't know.
Am I trying to share?
I gotta turn all these volumes off so that we don't have confusion.
It's
Hey,
not ready.
Carrie Ann. Nothing's popping up, so I don't know anything.
Hi, Jane.
It's so crazy. That
Summer has definitely arrived, Jane. I agree. In Florida, too.
you do see greenery. Because this is like my absolute,
Yes.
I wasn't gonna buy it, favorite set.
Yep.
Like, oh my gosh. I didn't understand that it was distinctive. That's the first thing.
Yes.
And
there's
how,
a ton of
oh,
detail.
it's so good.
It's gorgeous.
If you don't have this on your wish list,
You need it.
oh my gosh, you're just wrong. I'm just saying. Because I was wrong and I had to realize it. You have to have it. It is so good. See, comments won't even show up on the iPad tonight. I think I'm going to buy a new iPad.
Can I have your old one?
This one?
Sure.
It doesn't work very well.
Oh.
I mean, it works. It's really slow. Like when you touch it.
All of my devices are slow because they all need to be upgraded.
Well, it's
okay.
really, really slow.
One day.
I'm not going to give it to your sister because she hasn't been very nice lately.
No, she'll just throw it.
She'll just throw it. Yeah, we're not doing that.
No.
Let's see. We're going to share
No,
this so that it's shared. And we're going to share it over in the pearls just in
Say
case.
hello as you pop
Please
on.
say hello.
Don't be a creepy stalker.
Yeah. It's not like we can see you. You know,
Yeah.
just say hello. We like when you guys say hello. Look, we're all organized tonight.
I'm
and
kind of like freaked out, like I don't know where to start. But if you guys are joining us for the very first time, this is Spontaneous Sunday Stamping.
You said it right.
Oh, and quick, if there is a red rectangle in the top left-hand corner,
It
that
says
means
live.
we're here. We're here now. If it's not there and it does not say live in the top left-hand corner, then that means you're watching the recording, which is totally fine. But just know that
we're not here.
We can't really change anything because it's already been done.
We always feel so bad when we go back and read comments, like someone will watch the video like 2 days later
Yes.
and they didn't realize it wasn't live.
And they're like,
why aren't
"Wait."
you answering me?
I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Because we're not here anymore.
But anyway, so we get on here every Sunday and we do spontaneous stamping. So
Right.
you guys tell us what you want to see or if you have a question, and
Yep.
we have no plan.
We have a
Most
little
of the
bit
time.
tonight, only because
You guys gave us ideas beforehand, which was
which
awesome.
doesn't always happen. This is a huge help, though.
I love it.
Because we don't have to stand here and you don't have to listen to us chit chat over nothing.
Because we're usually just like talking because we're stalling because our brains are trying to work while also holding a conversation.
It's not as easy as you think.
It's very hard.
It really is. Do we sound okay tonight, guys? Because Nathan said the internet was acting a little wonky. So if we're sounding okay, if you'll give us some hearts,
Teresa, you're fine.
or say it's all good. Lots of people do it.
Yes.
It happens all the time.
It
I get
does.
messages from people saying, I told you.
You ignored me.
Yeah, why didn't you answer me?
Because I was already
I'm like,
gone.
I'm not there anymore.
I promise, we try. Jane says it sounds great.
Oh, good. Thank you.
They're a different recording, though.
I know. I was thinking that.
I'm glad that mine sounds great.
We do. So we do dual iPhones.
Because we're both demonstrators.
Yes. So yeah, maybe not everybody knows that.
But
Oh,
this is
you
my-
like our chit chat? Thanks, Jane Marshall.
This is my mommy.
Yes, Rebecca's my daughter, and she joined my team a year ago, right?
year ago.
Last February.
Yeah.
Last year.
Last year.
And she's doing great. So we do this together on Sundays because, well, I think you guys like to listen to us beat up on each other a little bit. Hi, Ingrid. So we hop on here on Sundays and we do this with you guys.
It kind of
And
pushes us both out of our comfort zone.
it really
for
does.
sure.
Because you guys like will ask for things that we're like, oh.
And I gotta do it on live camera.
Yeah.
There's no messing up.
So sometimes like I throw things away or I
tear
cards apart, whatever works, you know, like, sorry Beck, that's not good. But I'm just as hard on myself. I throw things away because I'm like, yeah,
I threw a whole card away the other day.
I did too.
I was like, this is horrible.
I'm
I cannot put my name on this. I don't know who made this card. I won't own it.
Oh my goodness. So I'm going to show you, thank you, Jane. That's what I was wondering because I'm using the microphone and I hope it's working. I'm going to go back and listen to, but Nathan came in and he was all stressed out thinking that the internet wasn't
What are
working.
you using to stream? I don't know if it's good enough because the internet's been messed
His
up.
video game's not going fast enough. That's what it
Probably
is.
his computer. He built
He
it.
just that was me. So we're going to use Forever Fern. We do not have a card planned, but I'm going to show you a couple of tips.
Yes.
And then we're going to make a card. So it comes with, I didn't even bring the dies over here. Are they over there? They're in a little folder guy. With no label.
Oh, look at, they're actually put away.
They just didn't get a label yet.
That's okay.
So, because I label them with my handy dandy label maker,
Yes.
and I bought refills for it, and then I couldn't find them.
That sounds fine.
Dad found them. They were in the dumbest place. So this comes as a bundle, so you can get the stamp set by itself, the dies by itself, or you can bundle it together and save.
Or you can buy the whole suite, which comes with everything.
Exactly, and still save. So, and the whole suite is gorgeous, gorgeous,
Absolutely
gorgeous.
gorgeous.
So we're going to use these, but what I did is I went through and I've already cut these pieces that need to be stamped. And you're thinking, huh?
Why did you do that backwards?
Why would you do that backwards? Because these are not photopolymer stamps. You can't see through them.
Mm-mm.
So it would be very difficult to line them up. So I'm going to show you a handy dandy trick on how to do that,
Which
okay?
is nifty, because I have a hard time lining things
move.
up.
Let's move them out of the way.
Lining the die up on something that's already stamped because
yes.
it wiggles and it wobbles.
It does. Hey, Linda.
They're like weebles.
Okay, so I'm going to grab my Stamparatus, and this is our stamp positioning tool.
It's amazing.
I'm going to move. I was trying not to mix them all up. There we go.
That's okay.
So I want everybody to be able to see. So I took a half a sheet of thick Whisper White. Now you can do this with regular Whisper White, but I promise you, you will be so, so thankful that you used thick. Because then when you cut your pieces out in Whisper White, it's a little bit thinner, and these pieces will lock in here. Like, you know, not like lock, but you know, you can feel it. You know they're there.
It's not going to wiggle on
Right.
you.
But what I did is, so I cut this piece out. So I've got 1, 2, 3, and there's 2 of these. So I just went to town. And then these are the other 2 dies. So I did that, and then I lay this on here. Don't make me take my stamps off. But I will for you. Oh. So I take my stamp and I lay him in here, and you can kind of feel it. It's the only way I can describe it. You can feel. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah,
Have you done it?
it's like, yeah, I've done it.
Like a little notch.
Like, it doesn't move. Like,
Right.
I'm moving my fingers and
Right.
it's not.
And then you close. So I would
Budging.
do both of them. Close the door, and voila. Now they're positioned, right?
Right.
Now I'm going to take my pieces that match up and lay them in here, just like so. Where's that little guy at? Oh, that's what it was. They were directional. That's how they were
I was gonna
different.
say, I thought there was 2 of those.
There is, because they're directional. So there we go. They're all in there. I'm going to bring this guy down here out of my way. So do you want these all the same color or 3 different colors?
You can do them all the same color one round.
That's kind of what I was
Kinda
thinking.
do
Which
it.
one? Let's do Pretty Peacock.
I like pretty.
I do too. All right, there's a thick, yes, thick Whisper White. So we are not wearing pajamas.
I put a bra on
I actually
and
took a
everything.
shower and put on a bra and real clothes. Like I could leave the house, and I would be dressed up at Walmart.
That's really not saying.
I could go to Publix.
Yeah, there you go.
Thick Whisper White. So I don't remember the weight. Just that it's card base weight. So like
Yeah.
you know, when you fold a piece of regular Whisper White in half, you can use that as a card base, and that's
Yeah.
perfectly fine. But it's a little floppy. And then when you use colored cardstock, it's nice and sturdy. Thick Whisper White is the same way. So it's thicker. So yes, it's wonderful, wonderful,
It's more
wonderful.
substantial. So if you're doing something with lots and lots of layers and it's
Yes.
going to be heavy, then using that thicker cardstock
Right.
is going to be able to hold up to
Yep.
the weight of everything.
Exactly. And I'm going to show you. So this is the first tip, is doing it this way. I'm going to turn this around because my friend Jane always reminds me to do this. I take the ink pad I'm not using and lay it there, because then it doesn't bounce around when I'm trying to ink it. So now I'm going to ink this up. And these are distinctive, so you're going to see some naked looking spots. And
They're not
those,
really naked.
they're not naked. They have lots of good stuff on them. And then we're just going to close the door and press.
Push, push, push.
Ta-da! I'm going to turn this back because I can't work that way. And then look, see these guys just pop right out. And I have gorgeousness.
And they're aligned.
He's a little teeny tiny bit off, probably because I was chit-chatting, but that doesn't bother me.
No.
I think it looks wonderful.
You just sponge it if it was really bothering you.
Exactly. You could sponge it, you could trim it, but whatever. What is it called? Thick Whisper White. It is Thick Whisper White. So I'm going to clean these guys off with my chamois that I got wet tonight.
Woohoo!
Because photopolymer stamps and distinctive stamps especially do not like baby wipes.
No, they don't. They hold
They
on
leave
to me.
fuzz. Even the red rubber does, but the distinctive really holds on. So I'm going to pull this guy off because I want him out of the way. Here's the other stamps. Bloop. I'm going to pull this way. Alright, let me see if I have everybody. What color, Beck?
How about some garden green?
Some garden green. That's right, Jane wanted some garden green tonight, didn't she?
She got some garden green.
Do we not have... Gotta find one going the right way. There he is. Alright, so they're all in there. That's already lined up. I've already done all of that. And then I'm just going to... So this is great, like if you're stamping sentiments or any image, and you know sometimes when you stamp something and like you miss a little tiny part, like it didn't get enough ink or you didn't give it enough pressure, you can go right back over it.
I like it
So,
for
like-
my large image stamps, like
Yes.
the big magnolias.
These look
It's
great.
perfect.
Yep. So there's
Hey,
those.
Phyllis.
Do you want another round of those?
Yeah, we can do one more. Phyllis just popped on. She wants to see.
Who does?
Phyllis.
Oh, Phyllis.
There's a cat hair right there.
Oh, that's no charge. Do you want it the same color or another?
Let's do a different one.
Okay.
How about mint macaron?
Mint macaron. It means I gotta clean them really good.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, it's okay. I don't mind because I love mint macaron. So I'm just cleaning this off with my chamois. And this, my chamois, I cut in half.
Yeah, I cut mine in half too.
And then I store it in our half cases that are leaving.
I know.
I'm kind of sad. I should have ordered some and I forgot.
But we're gonna have the other ones.
Yep, we
still.
got the big ones, so it's all good.
And I can store more stuff in my big ones.
Good point. So then we're going to ink these guys up. I feel like my paper wasn't sitting right. Let's get you in there all the way. Put you back in there. And I'm not a perfectionist when I stamp, so honestly, if things aren't right, it's okay. It's okay. He was really wonky.
He was a little bit.
I don't know what happened. He didn't get enough ink this time. So we're going to give him some more.
There you go.
What'd you say?
Got it. I was making sure you saw the other one.
I did.
But perfect demonstration.
You just go back. Ta-da!
And now they have ink.
Isn't that pretty? I think we have enough, or do you want some
So,
more?
I think we've got
Because I can do more.
Well, what color do you want?
I don't know.
Just
What
some
else do we
shaded
have?
spruce? I just stuck
I'm
my
thinking
finger in
shaded
it.
spruce is probably would be my next.
I love shaded spruce. And I like when we use it outside of Christmas time.
Yes.
Because it's not just a Christmas color.
Oh, why did my computer do that?
What did it do?
Like, we disappeared. It's like went to some sort of a watch thing.
That's weird.
I probably hit a button. You know, because my phone that I normally use was dead because I forgot to plug it in. And then my iPad's not giving me comments.
Oh, how rude.
I'm not sure why.
It's like frozen.
It's because it's old.
It's old.
That's why. But I can at least see what they're seeing, and that makes me feel better.
Okay.
So these same ones, or do you want the other side?
Oh, I don't know which ones I like better.
I know.
I like the little
these.
poofy guy.
That's the one I like. I'm going to reline him up because I feel like he's not sitting right. Let's try him again.
Your
There we
shoulder
go.
keeps popping.
Yes,
every
it
time you
does.
push.
I've been dealing with your sister,
I know.
so I'm trying not to get frozen shoulder again because it
Please don't.
really hurts.
I don't have ultrasound anymore.
I know you don't. I'm going to have to buy you one.
I know.
Alright, we're going to ink these guys up again. And even if I get a little bit of ink on my Stamparatus plate here, it won't hurt anything either.
It'll be okie dokie. As long as you're not smashing.
It's all good. Ta-da! That was better, actually.
You got it.
Yep.
Perfect.
Perfection! Alright, let's pull these guys out. Let's clean this off. You use the Thick Whisper White for the die cut? No, I use the Thick Whisper White for this piece, for my template. I'm gonna have a baby wipe because this little guy is pretty wet. Is there none over there? Oh, there's none over there. Probably on the floor behind me then, or on that table. It just felt like my fingers were getting kind of ucky. I see it. Thickness for white. So pretty. Thanks.
Mine were too.
Neat trick, right? Use a thicker white for the die cut pieces. Yes. I think we're on the same page now, right, Susan? So you can use the other pieces with thick too. I just went ahead and I had a bunch of regulars, so there might even be a few thick ones in there. And here's another little thing with the Stamparatus. You never want to leave both of these hinged and try to close them because it's not meant for that. So you can have one of them, but I just go ahead and pull them both off when I have stamps on them.
It's just easier, so you don't
Just
accidentally
easier.
forget.
So there we go. So there's those guys. What else was in that set? Anything? Did we have everything out?
There's some words I think in there.
Oh yeah, there's some great words in there. Oh, there's a little speckle. And we're gonna use some
nice.
note cards.
Did you put all these stamps together?
No.
Oh man, I was so
I
excited.
saved it for you.
So excited.
You're welcome.
Everybody wanted their weekly demonstration on
I
how
know.
to
In
put the
case
stamps
you don't know
together.
how to
What
put
did
your
you do with this one? Oh, we was stuck.
in case you don't know how to put your stamps on, Rebecca's going to demonstrate. I did do some of them.
I think those are the ones I did last week.
Oh. I thought maybe I did it.
So your rubber stamps are going to come in that little doodad, and you just pop them out and you peel off this white backing, and then you find the same one on the sticker sheet. You only want to peel off half of them at a time
Leave it on there.
and leave it on there. And then I like to line up, not on top of the case.
Yes.
I like to line up on the non-sticky side. That way I can still wiggle and wobble, because once this guy sticks to the sticky side, that's it.
You're
It's
done.
done. And so if it's crooked, it's crooked. And I'm going to slide this way because I can't get my head under here. And line him up there. And then I kind of make sure he's lining up there. Give him a little push. And then I fold my paper back. And she still has all her stickers on here, so it's not really wanting to
Kind of
fold
stiff,
back.
yeah.
Come on, little doodad. There he goes. You just don't want to bend the stamp back because it ends up pulling because it's already stuck to the adhesive, and you don't want to mess that fold up. And then he just peels off, and he's good to go.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
And she's so good at it. Who wants to see that again?
I was already doing it. Peel the backing off. This guy's the little speckle dude.
The
You gotta find him.
speckle dude.
There he is. Peel off half the sticker. Line him up. Peel the other half.
You know, I give you a trash can.
I know, and I
Like,
never
it's
use
like
it.
right there.
I'm so sorry. Oh, look, she get me another one ready.
It was the last one, so I thought, why not? The other ones are on the thing,
I know.
so. Beautiful. So we're going to use the white note cards to make a card. If you could try to use the leftover clean paper on the older, I did, and it did not work okay for me.
But we're
Jane,
getting new sheets.
we are
and
getting
new
sheets
catalogs.
specifically for that. I'm not sure why it didn't work. So what was happening for me is I would have my old stamp and I would take a piece of this leftover cling and stick it on here. It was pulling away. I think because it's not mint. I don't know. I'm gonna guess that whatever they're gonna making is just slightly different, meant to do that. I don't know. Or maybe it wasn't a big enough piece, but it was pulling it off.
Because there's so much, there's not a whole lot of negative
Right.
in there.
Well, they were using like this excess. I
Yeah.
cut a piece of that and would lay it on the old cling ones, the
Right.
ones that don't have the.
And it may just, I don't know.
Or not,
I don't
these
know
are
how
clean.
to-
The old rubber, what were they called? Clear.
Clear?
Clear, yeah. Can't even call them the right thing tonight. Alright, so here's your card.
That's my card.
There's your card. We're going to fold that guy. Oh, he's thick. Did I make these?
I think you
Or
made
did they come
these.
this way?
I don't know because he's crooked too.
I know, I was just thinking that too.
So you may think you cut these.
I need a new one of these. This bubble makes me crazy. Alright, and then we have, can we put these in the middle so I can see what we have? Amongst your trash.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
It's your stamp set. Your trash. I just was helping.
So look at that. I like to be able to see what I have, so I will lay them out like some of these are white still because we didn't stamp them all. There you go. And then part of this suite also, oh, what do they call these guys? Do you remember?
Those are the gold foil specialty designer laser cut.
Yeah, something,
Paper.
something, yeah. So look at these, you guys.
They're gorgeous.
So they're gold on one side and white on the other, so you could totally sponge it.
You could.
Are you going to use all my good ones?
No, he's too big for him.
Oh,
I won't
darn.
do it.
He'll work, though.
Oh, he's pretty. I'll let you do it. I won't
And they
steal
feel,
yours.
they almost feel like there's a sticker on them, but there's not.
They're thick.
Yeah.
They're not flimsy gold paper. They're substantial.
And like this one's really pretty. This one, I think he comes out,
Mm-hmm.
and I left him in because I figured we could use this
That little
still.
bird would look cute in there.
Oh, he
It's
would.
like a little nest.
Look at that. But he'd be cute cut too.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Yep.
And then there's these pretty little guys. Look at that. And you don't need a ton of it. You know, and in this die set, there's also, let me grab a couple.
He's so pretty.
There's that guy. There's all these other little bits of things. Because I have them cut out over here off camera. Let me grab them for you. Alright, see? These are the ones that don't have a stamp that they line up with. They're just coordinate with it, so you could do them in any color. But they add that little...
It looks like it's stuck up on there, but he doesn't.
But it looks pretty. It added a little bit of color there. That's true, Linda, and it very well could be because, you know, I have a lot of people using my stuff. Not lately. There ain't nobody using my stuff right now. Just me. So every time I find a dirty stamp, it's my fault. Every time I can't find something, it's my fault. But take note, in the past 2 weeks, I don't think we had to run to the classroom for anything.
Because you're not doing the
Because
classes
there's no
out there.
classes out there. I'm going to, I think, put a layer of something.
do?
Or maybe I'll just...
That didn't
Oh,
sound
that...
good.
It was the mirror in the bathtub.
Scared
That
me.
scared the heck out of me. We both just jumped out of our skin. I think I'm just going to do simple stamping and stamp right on here.
Right?
And add some little foof and some words.
Well, that's where my brain was going to.
Or do
I
you
was
just
having a hard
build?
time.
I know.
Getting started.
Let's go with, he's really pretty. We both go to the same corners without even looking.
And I was playing with my corner first.
I didn't even see what you were doing.
I like this guy. I don't know why.
I need this
Just
color. He's my favorite.
It's my little floofy guy. It's just a little floof. Alright, where's your stamp set? I think you took them away from me
I
again.
did. I think they're right there. They would also
Because
be
I have
pretty.
to look at everything.
Why don't I just use two? This guy and this guy. So this is a great thing you can do when you get a new stamp set that has dies. Go ahead and cut out a bunch.
How about you can play with them?
Yeah, and then you're more likely to play with them too. I might have to venture over to you what I have over here.
I see that you're like hiding everything over there.
I was like, what can I use? No, you can use some of this too. You have to come and get it. This new Just Jade, isn't that gorgeous?
So pretty.
So pretty. So, so pretty. So Just Jade. Hey, Sue. That guy. And then maybe one of these guys. I almost knocked over my drink and that would have been terrible.
That would have been so sad.
A little more right there. I really want Pretty Peacock. Pretty Peacock. Maybe a little guy. See, I'm kind of liking them just kind of stepped. Is that what you're doing too? Oh my goodness gracious. I'm going to add a layer to mine. I lied.
Well, I was thinking it, but I was like trying to
I
use
lied.
what you laid out. I was like looking for your bowl of goodness.
There's not a lot in there for like new stuff. Because then I was like, where's those words at? You guys yell at us if you're thinking something we should be doing, because you know this is our spontaneous side is that we're just playing
I didn't like anything in there.
for the first time. Stamps.
What do you want? Oh, they're right there.
Oh, I wanted to see the words. To a friend that makes you smile, you can do this.
You can do it.
You can do it. Bob the Builder. That's what I'm thinking. I'm sorry.
Yes, you can.
You know, I might just have to go with hello. What are you going to use? Oh, you're going to cut something out.
I like him.
Nice. I'm very fond of hello.
That hello is really pretty.
And I'm going to do it. I'm just going to stamp him now because then I can work around him. You want the big shot?
Yeah, I found the big shot.
I think I have moved my plant though so you don't squish him.
I won't squish your plant.
Please. There's my hello.
Or knock down a label maker or...
Well, I was over there working. And I made the space bigger over here for you.
I do appreciate that.
I decided we need a shelf above this desk to put the camera stands on. Or something like that drops down from the ceiling. Like I have all these grand ideas. Alright, let's see what everybody's saying. You guys are quiet or it's not working. Which one?
They're very, very quiet tonight. You took the stamps again.
Oh, I did. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You want this
I'm
one?
going to use that one.
Yeah.
I have an ink pad open. Be careful.
Right. That's what's wrong. I'm running out of...
What happened?
This is not a spot for stackable stuff.
Where?
Where's your chamois?
He's over here
Yeah,
so that it
at
wasn't in
least.
your way. Wasn't that nice of me?
It was.
Thanks. Thanks. I'm going to use this guy. So I'm going to take this one. I want you to see him stamped anyway. So we're going to do him in some... I know I'm in your way, but you have all the ink.
I don't know what color green I want. I think I want peacock.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Did you do yours in peacock? Okay, you did.
I do have one in peacock. Oh, my words, yeah. We're going to do that again. 2 next to it.
Oh man, he's really crooked.
Uh-oh. You didn't make 2?
No.
Who does that?
This one doesn't. It's not as pretty on the other
Nope.
side.
He's ugly on the other side.
Alright, I'll do it again.
All of my devices are like acting. I moved to a much smaller home, so I've been going through all my craft stuff. You're tired tonight. Definitely using that tip for cutting my ferns. Carrie Ann, it's like life changing because you can just cut out a bunch of white ones, and then you have them, and then you just sit there and stamp. You don't have to keep stamp cut, you know.
A line. Stamp cut a line, yeah.
Yeah. And line it up every time. Yeah, absolutely, because that's probably the worst part.
This is totally spontaneous. I'm wondering about the white ink. Does it stamp on color cardstock well? Yes.
Who's asking that?
Jane Pickle.
Jane? I thought you said Jane Pickle. And I was like, is she new?
Jane Pickle.
I need some vellum. I need some vellum. Oh, that has a lightning bolt on it.
Alright, it's still not as straight as I'd like, but it's better.
Or the, I need a dye that I like.
A dye that you like.
A dye that I like.
Oh, you know what? I think all the stamps I'm going to want are on your thingy-mabobber.
You can pull them off. I did.
I didn't want, oh, you pulled them off?
I did. I pulled one off.
Okay, which one did you pull off? So I'll pull
That,
out the same one. The poofy? Oh, the big guy. I want the little one.
Okay, go ahead. You won't upset me.
Okay.
Takes a little bit more than that. Just a little.
I just want a little bit of color back there.
Piece of foil paper stuck to my foot.
That's fun.
Yep, I think I'm gonna put that guy. Alright, I'm gonna take this shape. What's this called from? The labels one?
It's not a label.
No, it's not a label. Yes, it is. It's not a layer.
It's not a layer. It's a label, not a layer.
So you don't even know what it is.
I
I'll
don't.
win ya.
It makes my brain hurt. All the names.
You know what it is? It's learning all this new stuff.
It's hard.
It's so hard.
You guys ever had any doubt if we were related? It should be gone now.
What should be gone?
If they had any doubts that we were related.
Oh, yeah. I should totally know now.
Alright. This guy is also in
Oh,
this
he's
suite.
not stitched.
No,
I
I
never
never
said
said
he was
stitched.
stitched.
They're not stitched.
None of them?
None of them. Well,
Uh-huh, this guy is.
they might
This
be.
guy is.
They're not really stitched.
This guy's naked.
They're not really. But the outline around it was a little bit impressed.
Oh no, I see it.
It's
like an
very subtle.
embossing.
It's very
So
subtle.
which side is the right side? The indent or the pop-up?
This side.
Which side?
The indent.
Thank you. That's it. I need the technical term, please. Don't you understand?
Hey Donna, how are you?
Which Donna is that?
My Donna.
Your Donna?
My Donna. haven't seen her in forever. I'm opening your ribbon, by the way.
There was probably one open.
I don't think so.
What color?
We just talked about you hadn't opened this yet. This gold stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It's got like glue or something right there.
Alright,
I think I'm happy with this, so I'm going to glue these guys down. I'm just going to commit to it.
Can I have some space?
I suppose.
Thanks. I was just wanting something to like put these guys on. I know it's very subtle, but I think it's gonna help. It's gonna make a difference.
A difference?
A difference. Did you have my glue?
I did. Do you have the dimensionals? I do.
I gave you some. Before you even arrived.
I'm going to bake in dimensional. And I purposely went off of my card because I'm going to trim it off.
On purpose?
On purpose.
So we're just using that Tombow multi-purpose glue.
That way it looks like it's kind of off the page. My technical terms are not here today.
Well, it's right up there with zoop zoop.
Ew.
So now I got my little guys, and they're gonna come in here. I'm gonna add some. Are you tearing the thread? Is that what you're doing?
I'm not tearing it.
You're gonna like stick it in there though?
I am.
Where's that stamp with the little dots? The speckle.
Right. I put it away.
Did you clean it?
I did.
Oh. That's exciting.
I decided I don't want him down yet.
I need a light. We're gonna add some soft seafoam in here. Just because I really like the speckles.
I do like this. That's what I used.
I know, but I can't not use them because they're like my favorite.
I know. So I'm going to use my dimensional to hold my little doodads on the back. But because I tore it off my paper, I'm going to make another one.
What did you tear?
I took it off my paper because I thought I wanted it down there, and then I decided I didn't want it down there.
So the other reason I really wanted a piece of vellum is because then now I can put dimensionals back here and you'll never know. They're hidden. And I didn't have to fight with it.
So it still has the glue on it from where the roll started. Alright, we're gonna start that over because it's not cooperating.
Alright. Chamois.
These are gluey scissors, just in case you're wondering, Mom.
The good ones are the ones with no dangle on them.
No tangle.
Yeah, they're the brand new ones, so they're not allowed to be used if you're gooey.
Okay.
I need a little something on here. That's what I was gonna do, but I didn't want to copy you. What other ribbon is in there?
This like linen stuff. It's really pretty.
Oh, it is pretty.
And it's like super soft too.
I might be able to put a big old bow right there.
I think you could get away with it. Alright, you do it.
I shall. Hey, you guys, make sure and share the video if you don't mind. And I also posted, and I didn't get a chance to see if anybody saw it, but if you participated in the Share Sunshine this week, say yes on here so that I know. Let me know. Just put hashtag Share Sunshine so that we can see who participated. Ooh, I bet you could color this.
Oh, I'm sure you could.
It's so soft. It's like cottony soft.
Super,
Like your favorite t-shirt. Super soft. I don't even mind that it's not white. Look.
No, it's pretty.
Should I color it?
What color?
I don't know. Probably mint. Don't you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Light or dark?
Try light and you can always go darker.
Ooh, I like that. Who taught you that?
My mommy. So this thread is made up of a bunch of little threads and I'm just pulling them apart.
I think the light's gonna work.
Just to get some little texture back there. I think it needs some sparkles. Do you have your gilded gems?
Yes,
The gold ones?
they're sitting
It goes
in that.
really well with this.
It's really good. It's in that bucket of new stuff because I felt like it was new.
It is new.
Yeah, see? I was right. I'm gonna grab a
We
piece
just
of
have to get them early.
Okay, piece of scrap paper. I'm going to take my blend and drag it across here. I don't even care if it's perfect, like it doesn't have to fill in every little nook and cranny. If it's just going to add a little pop of color to it though, and you'll see it as I push it over the white. Since the piece of scrap paper I grabbed has color on it. The same color I'm using.
Of course.
So it's like that shabby chic, vintagey, you know, it's not perfect, but it's not so vanilla now. I don't think I would like it in the dark. Let me see. Where's my lid?
It is very subtle.
It is very subtle, so I'm going to try it on the tip right here and see if we like it better. See how dark that one is though? Do you like that better?
I don't know. Maybe? Maybe your light is dying. Do you need a new light maybe?
It's very possible. Shine the light. I think all of my blends are getting to where I need to start ordering some more.
Yeah, mine too. I realized my Daffodil Delight was gone.
All the light colors, you know, because those are the
like
ones you
them.
use the most.
I was looking for...
And if this doesn't work, then it's okay. Then we know.
Then you know.
I think it might color better in an ink pad, but then that's really messy and you have to wait for it to dry.
It's super messy.
These are alcohol based, so as I'm doing it, it's drying. Okay, we're going to try that and see. I'm going to tie my bow and see what he looks like. Carrie Ann, if you cut yourself with your snips, you can just use the ribbon to wrap around your finger and keep on crafting. It's like gauze. Yes, it's like gauze.
It is similar, but it's a little more cottony than gauze. But it is, I like it. Alright, Jane, I'm going to try. So this is our white
He's
ink.
probably dry.
You think he's dry?
I'm going to lay money he's dry. Ooh, do we like that or not? Is he too draggy?
He's looking a little dingy.
Okay, we might
I'm
use him
sorry.
somewhere else later. I'm going
I
to
want
this
to
guy.
like him.
So I'm going to do a double bow instead.
Oh, did you clean this?
You know what I should have done?
What you should have done.
Oh, no, I'm just going to do a double bow. I need something on the front.
The white is coming up.
Okay.
I don't know if I want him first though. I want the big guy. So Jane asked if the white ink pad works on colors, and it does. It gives almost like a chalkboard look to it.
Ooh.
Where's your scrappy paper?
You can take it. Go ahead.
I don't want to get white
I'm
everywhere.
going to work on my card over here so I can give you some space. Because I'm always slow. Like I start off right out the gate and then she passes me up. I think she does it on purpose.
I don't do
Like
it on
she holds back
purpose.
so that she can go, wah!
It's just my brain starts going and
Gilded
I can't.
gems, please, because
I
I'm
can't
going to
stop
use
it.
them.
Here you go.
Alright, so I'm going to trim this little guy because I think he's a little bit long. Whoop. I really like this stuff. Where's my pick tool?
Right there. Add in some little baby leaves. It's getting a very vintage look to it. I'm like kind of liking it.
I have Bob the Builder in my head.
Well, I did too until you said I had gotten rid of it finally.
Oh, you got rid of it and I gave it back.
You gave it back. Thank you for that.
Bob the Builder.
Stop it.
Yes, you can.
Nathan loved that show.
He did.
We watched many Bob
Oh my gosh, you gotta watch Ingrid on our Panhandle Pearls because she gave a tip and she's like, I'm just gonna share it. She was talking about the little color coach that we can make.
Yes.
She's like, it's just like your handy dandy notebook.
Oh, I love it.
I like love Ingrid already. I haven't even met her. But see, there's mine.
That's
Ta-da!
pretty.
And I just did a speckle in the corner. I didn't do anything else.
What'd you do with the shaded spruce?
The ink?
Yes.
He's right here. I'm gonna
Thanks.
tidy up while you're working. Just a little bit because I feel like we're getting a little out of control.
It doesn't take us long.
It doesn't. Where's the lid for this dude though? I stab you.
No, stab me.
Alright. And then something I shared with my team this weekend is so, you know, you get all this new stuff in, whether you're a demonstrator or a customer or a happy shopper, whatever you call yourself, you get all this new stuff. And if you stick it in with your other stuff, you're going to forget about it. So I get a bucket and I put all my new stuff in a bucket.
In a bucket. I do too. And I have a separate shelf too.
And I have a separate shelf. My top shelf of my stamp storage is new stuff. Oh, there's ribbon following me.
I was like, what was that noise?
So I have a bucket. I'm coming in for just a second.
This might be a little wet.
It's overflowing. I didn't lay it down. Overflowing right now because it's disorganized. But you get the idea, right? So we do a bucket because then we can.
I do like to wipe the wipe off a little bit before you go to your chamois because it will stay on your chamois and then you'll have to clean your chamois, which you should do anyway, but it'll end up smearing the white all over your other stuff. So I do try to have something separate when you're wiping white off.
And we used note cards tonight. Both of these cards would be totally okay to make it into a bigger card. You know, just add more layers. I thought this was cat hair. These are just little fibers from that ribbon. I was like, oh my gosh, the cat has like been living up here or something.
I wouldn't be surprised though.
No, I vacuumed the table before you came.
I need to finish this one.
Okay.
I need something to stick.
Oh, something. Are you going to use my birds?
I'm thinking your little birds that are sitting up here.
Pull them over and let's see.
See if there's one that matches a little better. That one I can color. I think he's not quite the right color. That looks like a Christmas card. I mean, it's pretty, but purple's not going to work.
He might work though.
I
Oh, he's got smudges.
And I don't love him.
Those are my fingerprints.
Spontaneous stamping could be a Christmas card.
It could.
Good. I was kind of liking that red one on there.
And then I almost feel like you could put gold under it too if you wanted.
Yep.
I think so.
Silver and gold.
I think we're going to go with it, guys.
Silver and gold.
See my pretty card?
I like it. Pretty. Unless you want to do this orange bird. How's this orange bird look on
No. No.
there? No?
Yeah, they weren't colored very well anyway.
You stamped him on the rose, or no, he just got funky.
Hey, sometimes I hire an 18-year-old, your sister, to help do things, and you know.
What else do we have in here?
I was gonna say put some green stuff behind him. That guy too.
I really like him.
And then there's this guy in a different color. If you want lighter.
Oh, what are
I
those?
knew you'd like those. And then there's that little dude too.
I don't know if I like him or not. I'm torn up. Maybe if I
I
tear him
liked
apart.
him.
What if I cut him?
Okay.
So then I can kind of. I feel better.
Aw, thanks, Ingrid. And we can't wait. She says we're awesome and she can't wait to meet us.
Oh. She coming to the meeting?
Are you going to join us? We're going to do, hopefully Valerie, you're in the
need one
Pearls
more.
group. Yeah. You're in the Pearls group. So our meeting is going to be, I think it's on the 1st, isn't it?
Yes.
Next Monday or something?
Oh, look,
I
there's
don't
little
know.
baby guys.
Another 2 weeks. I don't know when it is. I think it's the
Not
first
the right
Monday.
color.
And it'll be a Zoom-ish, I think. Zoom or Facebook Live. I haven't decided. I go back and forth. We're going to try, I think Rebecca and I will try Facebook Living with Zoom in a private group to see how it works. Because I'm hearing that's a good thing too. Ooh, ooh, I like.
Sometimes you just gotta keep playing with it until you like it.
Right. And it doesn't have to be symmetrical. Just saying.
My brain is really wanting it
Just
to
saying.
be, and I can't help it. There's a lot of white, and I think that's what's bothering me, because he's got a lot of white.
Do you want to punch him out with something else and make him smaller?
I was thinking about cutting it, but I didn't think it's gonna be too small.
Oh. Oh, like fussy cutting him?
I guess if I throw some words on there, maybe that will help.
Oh,
Where's
there
your
you go.
hello?
Hello. Is it me you're looking for?
I didn't know which hello song you were going with there.
Oh, Adele I could have done too, right?
I was thinking Adele.
Sorry, that's because I'm old.
I do know that one though too.
Oh, you're going to be in Crestview July 3rd through the 19th? Yay! We're going to have to stamp together. I'm so excited. Hello. See, I don't know the words to that one. Hello. That Adele one. What does she say? She just has the raspy hello.
I don't remember now.
Come on. Surely you know. You just don't want to sing it. You know, I can tell. You giving him some ground?
Get him some ground.
She's like, I hate that there's red down there. It was an accident. It was still on my pen. But it's working. You're trying to cover it up. Stop it.
Where's your
Talk to me.
blender pen?
Blender pen.
The blender.
Over there on that, right next to the cutter.
Ah,
Make sure it's clean.
I know better.
So she stamped those little speckles there, and it is going to probably be hard to see on camera, but she's using the blender pen, which is a glycerin filled pen, and it's dragging some of that color out of the speckles, so it's filling in more of the white.
So that it's not so white down there.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys can see that. A little bit, maybe.
Maybe.
It's very, very,
I think
very
we
subtle.
perfected the light situation. Do you guys think the light looks better than normal?
Oh, I
Like,
feel better now.
Past couple weeks, I think we've had it figured out.
All right, I feel
Don't
like
you think?
he's
Look on the
getting
iPad.
a little bit
Come on,
wasted.
agree with me.
You are fantastic. So fantastic.
What are you doing to him?
Because he was getting wasted back there,
Fair enough.
and so I'm just going to use a little bit right there, and a little bit right there, because I really want this guy up here too. But
She's doing some surgery.
he's never going to see them all. Because you're ugly. Go away. It was too obvious that I had cut him apart. Sprout! They want to stick to each other.
So any of you that are on our teams, you're in the Panhandle Pearls group, make sure you're doing a quick Facebook Live with a video, you know, a quick little video and giving a little tip. Oh, there you go, you found it, minus him.
Well, mine's him. Okay.
Now, a tip. Stop, put them back. Tell them what you can do.
You can take a picture,
Take a picture of it
Take
so
a
you don't
picture.
forget how you did it.
but I'm just going to take him off because
So I can take a picture if you want me to.
I'll be okay.
Okay.
I know about where I want in.
Right.
Because then I like to go in with my dimensionals.
Mm-hmm.
Where they at?
I think you can borrow mine.
Thank you. Because you know how I like dimensionals.
No. Especially when they're not hers.
Oh no, I have like 13 packs of them at home. I go through them. And I know that eventually one of these is going to grab my stuff.
You're not going to glue it down?
No, because I'm...
Seriously, the trash can is right there.
It's too high. I like gotta jump.
Susan, you don't have any tips? Come on.
I'm jumping over. So I just want to make sure I've got everybody where I want him.
I'll bet you do, and you don't even realize it because, you know, there's things that I took some really intense training this weekend for you guys, and Becca is doing it too, and you just don't realize we take for granted as crafters the things that we know. We just assume everybody else would think that way too. I saw something really cute too. You can take and make a teeny tiny bow and put underneath that hello.
This was the only one that did
He's
not
the only
get
one that didn't make
So
it.
then he's the one that I go in with the glue, and I can fix one piece.
Get rid of this because it's distracting.
But I know that if I try to glue each one individually, I'm gonna mess it up and forget. So if I just over-dimensionalize the backing of what I'm going
Okay,
on top,
then.
it's grab it, and then you can go in and you can glue some of these down if you didn't want everybody.
Stick a glue dot,
Popping
use
up,
your
so,
Tombow,
like,
yeah.
Maybe just one of them, but let some of them pop up because I do like the dimension.
I do too. I like when they're fluffy. And
I like when they're
and-
fluffy and moving around. Like he's a little wobbly. There we go. All right, so there's that one. I think,
Super
what were you
cute.
thinking? What'd you say with a little
You're
ribbon?
gonna get a teeny tiny little bow under the hello, like teeny
Holy
tiny.
cow, Mom.
I can do it. Give me some twine.
Why not the
Or
gold
do you want the
stuff?
gold?
I want the
it's
gold.
in the bucket.
And then I think I want some of those gilded thingies
I
again.
want all of your new stuff, Mom.
all of it.
All right, I will make the teeny tiny bow. How about that?
Okay, I appreciate that. What did you do with the take-a-pic?
I put him in his home.
Oh, I couldn't find him.
I have really big fingers, but I can still make a tiny bow.
You are so good at bows.
I'm like the bow master here.
You are.
So are you, though. You can tie them with your eyes closed. Remember? You did at the
Oh
retreat.
yeah, I did.
They covered your eyes.
They did. They were mean.
Who
to
did
me.
that? Probably no. remember who did it.
I don't want to use all your dimensional or all your doodads. But I really want to do 5, but I'm going to hold back.
No, you can. It's alright. I have more.
Okay.
I don't know where they are, but I have more. I tried to keep this from fraying, but it didn't work. Look at how cute that is. That is really cute. You want it tinier?
I don't know if you go too much tinier, it's going to disappear.
It's getting close.
Alright, so you need like what, the teeniest, tiniest glue dot? Would you use the
I would use a
fine
glue
tip?
dot. I would use a glue dot. They're right there.
So if your glue dot is bigger than what your actual surface,
Pinch it.
you just pinch and you just get him wadded up a little bit. Just like that. You can go on him.
Oh, Carrie Ann, you silly girl. No, there's no carryover for that. It's a nice thought.
I won't put it on him.
So Carrie Ann asked when, Carrie Ann's on my team, and she says, when you go over your required quarterly sales, does the overage get applied to the next quarter, or do you start over?
No, you'll get closer
So-
to earning higher percentages.
So say, I was getting there, so say I do a 600 sales in April, May, June, does that second 300 get applied? No, but, like
I don't know if you
Rebecca
guys can
pointed
see
out, that came out so cute.
all those, the white, and you still have that dimension. I'm cutting you off. I'm
That's
so
okay,
sorry.
I'll get back to you, Carrie Ann, hang on. Rebecca's jumping in.
I did, I'm sorry.
No, I love the white, because it just added a whole nother layer
Mhm.
of dimension.
Then it doesn't have to be Christmas. Redbirds are year round.
That's right.
They were just in my yard this morning.
That is right. So, Carrie Ann, your question. It doesn't carry over, but that just means that you're growing your business and you're growing your collection possibly, but it's pushing you closer to a higher commission. You know, it pushes you up. What's the word I'm looking for? It's moving you up.
In your commissions and
Your
closer
title.
In your title. There it is.
Changes, you know, it adds to your title and your, let me tell you this.
Your monthly sales.
It adds to your
quarterly
career sales. There are so many different things that it affects. Yes, so don't stress over that. Though I do see your point. Where's the chamois? Do we know?
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh, and it's home.
I put it away.
I was gonna clean the stamps for us. But that's a great question, Carrie Ann. I'm going to start. I'm just gonna say it out loud, and maybe it will happen. No matter how much my child is screaming, I think every Tuesday I'm going to hop on and do a Facebook Live on my team page. And I'm going to let you guys ask me questions for 30 minutes.
Oh, look, this was my other
So you
one.
can post your questions ahead of time, so I have time to think. But you can also pop on live. And it's all business stuff, okay? Because I feel like we're missing out on things. We're missing out on the Tuesday
I looked,
updates.
and I was like super close to getting the next one, and I missed it because I wasn't paying attention.
Didn't. What did you do for your sales?
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
for the
like
month?
This close.
For last month?
No, it was 2 months ago when I was looking. Because you're doing all this training, I was like, everything's coming back to the surface.
Yes.
And the things I did know, I'm being reminded that I knew, and I've forgotten because
Yeah.
it wasn't convenient. It was a lot of work.
They came out pretty nice.
It
didn't
did.
they?
I
And
like
I
yours.
love this.
That's my favorite. That's like,
And I love, see, I didn't like this one when I cut it out earlier, but
Mhm.
it's super, super cute. Oh, that's crooked.
I know, that's why it's over there.
But now I really like it. And I like that there's nothing layered behind it. It's just the white.
I liked the simplicity of it. I feel like this set does really good for doing simple cards because the
Yes.
stamps are so detailed.
We're going to have a class next
We
month.
are.
So just, you know, a little...
Throwing that out
Nice
there.
to
Sneak
throw that
peek
in a little commercial. There is
This
going to be a class.
is a good theme of what could be
What are we going to
coming.
call it? A to-go? Is that one going to be like a to-go class? Or
It's going to
what
be
are we
online.
doing? Online. Because, you know, we got this whole COVID thing going anyway.
We're still having a lot going on, and I just don't know. When you have a lot going on in your house right now anyway.
I really do. And so
Um,
it's getting hard to have everybody over, but I can do videos.
Absolutely.
And I can do lives, and I can do Zoom.
And I feel like it opens up a new, like, we get to reach new people. People who are not in town get to participate.
Yep.
And you guys get to stamp at your own pace, which is what this is all about anyway. You should never
Having fun,
feel
no
pressured
stress.
and stressed. And
Yep. So yeah, there's going to be a class.
thank you, Phyllis.
And we're
Thank
going to
you,
do,
Jane.
I think it's 5 cards.
5 cards.
5 note cards.
You're going to get a package of note cards.
Mhm.
Is that where you're going with this?
Yes.
Package of note cards, embellishments,
And probably some ribbon.
probably some ribbon and some embellishment. I haven't
Yeah.
decided yet, so I didn't
We're
want to
still
commit
playing
to
with
those.
it, yeah.
And then all the supplies to make 5 cards.
But you're
It's
getting a
gonna
whole
be
pack of note cards.
A whole pack of note
With
cards
envelopes.
with envelopes.
Yep.
It's going to be about 35, and it's
Probably.
about 20-ish in
In
actual
product.
product.
And this is
And lots of leftovers, so you guys can keep crafting, because these are perfect. These note cards are perfect to use with the leftovers from your paper pumpkin too,
oh yeah.
because then you can keep creating with those.
Well, and then I lost it.
I'm sorry.
Gone.
It might come
Oh,
back.
PDF and video.
Yes.
I have a friend of mine who's been pushing and pushing and pushing for me to do PDFs, and so I'm gonna try. And honestly, it's not that they're hard; they're just like my kryptonite.
I was finding though that everybody in that training, they hate PDFs as much as we do.
So I'm
it
thinking
made me feel
I'm on
better.
the right track. Yeah, they
It
all.
made me feel
They're
better.
like, I despise
So
it.
if anybody on my team absolutely loves getting on the computer and writing things up, I would love
Yep.
to let you see my cards first. If you will write my PDF for me, I will design the cards. I will write the measurements
I'll
out
even
for
give you
you.
a format.
I'll even give you a format. I just hate sitting at the computer to do that. I don't know why. It's like it stops my creative thought process though.
I saw yours, Carrie Ann. I loved that. She had a PDF for her class. She invited me to be in her group with her
Yes.
class so that I could see what she was doing. And
And some people are really good. Like that one lady was saying, she does it as she's creating a
she
card.
seriously cuts, types, stamps, types.
Like stamp the words. Oh, I'm gonna type that out. Ooh, tie my ribbon. Type that
Oh,
out.
I ran that
I'm
through
like,
the big shot.
No, that stops my brain. Like I have
That
to
made my
get
brain
it.
hurt.
I have to get it out,
Yeah.
and then
Now
Maybe
I
think
do.
about it.
I do sometimes like
I'll write down the
a
measurements.
post-it note
Yes,
with the measurements
I do
and the
that.
colors.
Yes,
Because sometimes I'll be like, what the heck color is that? Because it's new and I might forget that
and
it's
I
just
usually
shade.
tuck it like in the card.
I put it on the back or I stick it on the
Yeah,
inside.
well, because it's usually a random piece of paper. It's not anything
Oh,
super
I use
organized.
Post-its.
Sometimes it's the scrap piece of paper that I cut off of for while I was making the card.
Okay, well, Carrie Ann, you're going to have to show us how to do that. She
Chrissy,
uses
you love doing
tabs.
PDFs. Oh my goodness.
I'm going to hire Chrissy.
hire Chrissy.
I use
Be our
tabs
official
and she
PDF
uses
maker.
the snippet tool to reorder things. Yeah, I'm going to need a visual on that. Maybe we can Zoom this week and you can show me. Because I'm just, my teachers are the ones. They all know how to do this kind of stuff like for their job anyway. Is there anything else you guys would like really, what were we supposed to do? Something with garden green. We did use some garden green
used garden
stamping.
green.
So this set is great with your garden green cardstock.
Oh, these are the colors we actually used. So we used shaded spruce,
Mhm.
garden green. There's a little bit of old olive in some of those pieces.
Pretty peacock. We
pretty
used a lot of
peacock.
colors. For our class, we'll limit it to 3 probably.
Yeah, soft sea foam and mint macaron. Who would have thought
That
all
that
of
would
those-
work.
I think this is like one of my favorite combinations.
It's gorgeous.
I love these.
It's
And
so good.
even that in there.
Yep. Yep.
They're so pretty.
But no, this.
Oh, yes, that.
Oh.
Yes. Just goodness. And that designer series paper that goes with this, that's what those colors are.
Mhm.
It makes me happy.
I'll show you. See, I used them. Look.
Look how gorgeous.
I don't know. It's just, as Rebecca said, it's not as pretty on the camera as it is in person, and that happens a lot. Sometimes it's hard to tell. But isn't that just gorgeous? I'm going to do a video, Facebook Live, hopefully tomorrow.
Look, they're so similar.
They're what?
They match.
They do match.
There's a trick for that.
There's a cute little technique for that, and Becca showed it in our team, right?
I did.
Because okay, so here's
Just
my
get it-
child.
get it
I just
out.
got- I'm gonna
Just
get it out, and I will feel better.
You will.
So I sent her a picture of these. 'Cause I totally copied it from somebody else who copied it from somebody else, and so I was like, "Isn't this cute?" And she's like, "Yeah."
That is not what happened. It was in a text message, and I said, "Oh, I love those." Or
Okay.
ooh, or I did.
I'll have to go
there
back
there
and
was
look.
something. It was more than eh. It
And
was so
so
good.
in my brain, and I didn't say it out loud because I didn't want to share my surprise. In my brain, I was like, I'm going to do it with the sunflower set. And then yesterday,
She never said it
no,
to
I
me.
didn't say it. I was keeping it to myself because I'm like, this will be so good with the sunflowers. Oh my gosh. She messaged me and I was dealing with a little crisis at home and I couldn't answer her fast enough. And so by the time I answered her, she was already on Facebook Live in our team page copying my idea.
And she never spoke. We like had this telepathic like brain meld.
I was like, you are a brat.
I'm sorry. I really didn't no.
These are the things that go on with us, and you know.
I don't know how it happens.
All right. What was the other thing? I feel like somebody asked for something else. I wrote it down.
I thought.
Not even. Not
What about
here.
your Jane? Didn't your Jane say
Oh,
something?
my Jane wanted to see the shimming with the big shot. You guys, we're going to show you that because I
Yeah.
think that's a really important thing. If whatever cutting tool that you're using, you know, because Stampin' Up! Ours isn't here yet.
But it's coming. It's so close.
It's coming. It's coming.
This year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this year.
I'm going to set these aside so we can take
Super
pictures.
excited.
We're going to throw
I'm
this
not
guy
even
away
gonna
because
try
he's
to
so
put these
crooked. There you go. Here's that. We're going to pull everything up here and show you a couple of things that people are struggling with. And we don't want you to struggle with your stuff. If you're having trouble with something, not at midnight, okay? But like during regular business hours, you can send us a text message and say,
Or
hey, can you
Facebook
help me?
message
Or
something.
Facebook?
We will answer you.
And if we don't answer you, right away, we promise we will. I'm looking
So-
for something detaily
We use a Big Shot.
currently.
Currently, we have a brand new, amazing, fabulous machine, and it has a baby.
Mama and a baby.
It's a mama and a baby, and it is absolutely fantastic and fabulous. It's way more compact, lightweight, super awesome, and the best part is that our dies are going to work fabulous in them.
Yes.
Because all of our new dies have been designed to specifically work with this machine, so you're not going to have to do all that extra shimming and run it through 10 times to get a good cut. But in the meantime, we're using the Big Shot. And so sometimes you have to adjust a little bit because it's not designed for this machine.
You want this guy?
That one will work. Where's your ornate
Oh.
frames?
I don't know.
I
They're in
don't
a
know.
bucket, I think, from a class still. I didn't. You know,
I didn't yet.
I didn't. It's right there by your feet, the blue one.
Okay.
I think they're in there.
You
So
would
yeah.
be accurate.
I was. Look at that. And I'm gonna get you.
These
some
are actually
paper.
the ornate borders, but they do the same thing.
What color do you want? Does it matter?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. I'm gonna get you some flirty flamingos so we can see.
And honestly, what we show may not work for your machine, so you need to play with it and figure out
Right.
because every machine
Turn it
is
sideways.
different.
It'll be easier to see, handle this way. There you go.
Good brains.
So what happens? And look at mine's old.
Mine's
Um,
old. Not that
So
old.
every Big Shot is different, not just brands. You know, different things. We did turn it. Can you turn it?
Sorry. It was
So-
working for me.
It was perfect for her. So what happens is that the little, what are those things that rollers
The roller
that are in
guys.
there, the different tightness because you know over time or just maybe whoever Susie was working on the line that day didn't tighten it as much as
Right.
you know whatever.
Or just wear.
Just-
I mean, if you
yeah.
dropped it or bumped
Yes,
it or.
it makes things shift.
Yes.
And so I'm gonna let you do this because you're really good at it. So
Oh.
she has really good tips on this, way better. So you're gonna make your standard sandwich. You didn't bring another clear plate.
Oh, it's right here.
So if you have the separate pieces, you're going to use your platform, or what do they call it? Yeah, platform, your thin die adapter because those are skinny, clear plate. Now you're going to make your sandwich. If you have the old tabs, I think all your tabs are
I
closed.
do all but one tab. The
Okay.
very top tab I pull back, and then I do everything on top, and then I
That's
add
right,
a piece
that's
of
what you
cardstock.
have. You
That's
have
what I have.
Microsoft?
I have. No, I didn't.
Oh.
By the time I was gonna get it, they had retired it.
Yes.
So sandwich them. When you're doing long dies specifically, you want to make sure they're going in through the rollers this way, not this way, because there's not enough surface area for those rollers to go over to get a good pressure evenly. So if you go this way,
Nice
those
light
rollers
angle.
have time to go across to everybody. And if you go a little bit on an angle, it also seems to help. It does kind of mess with, you know, being strategic with your paper. And then if you have a magnetic platform, if you push on your thingies when they're on the platform and they pop back up, you need to flip them over or you need new plates. This one we don't have to worry because it's not the magnetic. So we're going to see what it does the first time. So we're going to roll them through. And my mat underneath me is wobbly.
Oh. Well, and you never Big Shot in that direction.
No, you don't. So in this one actually did
Oh, that's
pretty
not. He
good.
doesn't cut out.
He
all the
doesn't
way,
cut
this
all the
one.
way. This one is a border, so he's meant to go at the bottom of a card. So this guy, he actually worked pretty good. If he would have gotten stuck, because this is actually the way he's supposed to go, you're supposed to have a piece of paper cut specifically to that. The frames do it a little bit more.
Did you
so
find the frames?
I didn't look hard enough,
Oh,
I guess.
Well, oh yeah.
But if it had
They were
not
right there.
gone through, I believe that. You just realign and you look for that where it starts to feel like it kind of clicks into place and it doesn't wiggle. And then you can roll him through again if he were not to have cut all the way through. This one will show better. Let me get rid of this for you. Let me get rid of all these little doodads.
Sorry. Do you want the magnet board?
No.
Okay.
It makes my brain hurt. I'm excited about our new one.
I know, because it's a full
It is
sheet.
one giant
Magnet
magnet instead of the little ones that are in this one. And some of your little dies
So
jump
do you?
all
I
over
sent
the
him on a
place.
little tiny angle too. You
Just
don't?
a little bit.
Oh, is he? Oh, I see it.
It's very subtle.
It's very subtle. So it's not like this ginormous have to go catty
It's very
corner.
subtle, and again, making sure that the lengthwise is going in so that you're getting the most surface area over the die and the roller.
I'll hold this if you want to hold the top. You want me to take it out?
It's okay.
Let's see how he did.
Let's see how he did. So he did. It actually cut him all the way out.
Man, you scored.
But it didn't
Oh, it
get
didn't
all
get
these
those
little
guys.
doodads. So
Flip
if you
them
look
over.
on the back, you can see
Yep.
it didn't quite cut
It's naked.
all the way. I was making sure I got in both cameras. So he's totally naked right here and up in this corner. So you're just going to put him back exactly where he was, lock him into place,
For reals?
put him back on an angle.
I totally would get a new piece.
No, where the other it is. And then sometimes just another piece of
I
cardstock.
put it on top of the clear plate. That way he's out of the way.
But he ends up getting stuck in the rollers.
I've never had that happen.
I've done it.
Oh, okay.
So I like to stick him under the clear plate just so
Alright.
that it keeps,
I like that.
especially this one because it has those little pieces. Otherwise
Fair
it gets
enough.
stuck and it tears the paper.
And that's called a shim.
It's called a shim. We've created our own shim. So we're going to go this way. For safe measure, we are just going to go one more time the opposite direction. This is really awkward, this direction. You guys need to try this at home so you know my pain. And then hopefully we get all our little doodads, and we did. So now all our little doodads are out. And if you have the die brush, then you can roll him across all of this and they will come right out. Look at that.
Something fell. I had a craft a lunch.
This guy doesn't go here. So it comes with the little foamy guy, and it's actually an adapter now that goes on your Take-A-Pic. But you just roll him. Can you guys see that?
I think I just ordered that.
Did you? I love it.
Maybe I did.
But those little bristles get in all of those little delicate places, and it pops out all that stuff, and then your confetti, if you put it in a paper pumpkin box, stay in your box instead of all over your craft space.
Which is my favorite tip.
Yes, that little curly Q got stuck.
Because he's curly cute around.
He did. He got curly Q'd around.
I hope that helps you guys.
So now so your dies will work. So sometimes you have to kind of adapt and modify and just keep trying. Sometimes it's
Sometimes it's the
computer
plate.
paper, and sometimes it's the plate.
You need clean plates. This one's a fairly
This
new
one's
one.
kind of cool now because it like embossed it.
Oh.
But yeah, if you can't see through your plates, you probably are due for some new ones. Because when it starts getting cut on top of cut on top of cut, they lose some of their thickness, I think. I would think. I don't know. There's something about it.
I agree, Jane. I do that too. I think she didn't think of it. I usually leave this inside the die to roll over it because then the cardstock doesn't get beat up. So
Oh,
if
I
you
never-
leave it like this and roll,
Mhm.
now you are working on this firm surface.
Instead of
And see, like
pulling
these-
all the
yeah.
little things.
That actually was because
It was
Because of dirty plate.
It was a dirty plate.
it's actually those little pieces right there.
Mm-hmm. Because we didn't clean it off.
Because that's what happens if you don't take care of, keep your plates. That one came out really good.
It did.
And it did take 3 swipes, through there.
And
some,
an extra shim.
I have one that takes like 4 times through. I had to start running my Big Shot like that to save my shoulder. It took some getting used to, but I actually prefer it now. Nice. Yeah, it kills my shoulder. There's that.
Where's the
Now you need
case?
to make something. Oh, I have it. That's the ornate dies. They're so pretty. Ornate Garden, I think it's
And they're
called.
new to the catalog as well.
They are. So you guys see, I love how you guys have tips too to help us out. Thank you.
We don't know everything.
No, we pretend.
Just
It's so funny.
You fake it until you make
So
it.
funny. I'm gonna keep thinking, don't put your hand in the ink pad. Look on my screen because it's froze with an open ink pad. And I'm like,
I do it all the time.
I'm like, don't do that.
And then I end up putting my hand in the ink pad.
So I hope you guys enjoyed that tonight. I mean, that was just a little different than what we normally.
Yeah.
We did 3 cards though, so I think that's pretty.
We did.
3 cards and some really good tips. Where's Lucy?
Lucy.
Isn't that her name?
Lucy the ladybug.
Did I never write it on there? But I'm pretty sure it's Lucy. So there's all of this mess. Thanks.
Guys, we don't sell Lucy, but you all need one.
Lucy's on Amazon. Handheld vacuum. The best.
She comes in yellow and green as well.
Oh, does she?
She does.
I didn't know
I
that.
like the red though.
I do. Well, because I mean, you know,
It's a ladybug.
that's how you think of ladybugs. So
There you guys go.
Absolutely.
Now it's a clean surface. And we learned how to do a die cut.
nice. Ta-da! And we talked. Did we show them this?
I don't know, did you?
So I think I started to, and you cut me off.
I'm so sorry.
So here's
You
one
usually
more.
cut me off.
Here's one more tip. So these come in sheets, and I punch them out and put them in the box as a stamp case. The other thing that I did is that in this, you know, they get a little tangled, but these guys are like little
They're card fronts.
card fronts. So
And they fit on note cards.
look at gorgeous. Look at how pretty that is.
There you go.
So pretty. So anyway, these guys get tangled with those guys. So I took a clear envelope, slid them in here. I opened up the seal on the clear envelope and stuck it behind instead of folding it over to seal it. Stuck it behind and stuck it to the box. And I even put a little piece of snail behind it just to give it a little extra. And now they're all in there. And now I will actually use them because I'm here to tell you that if you leave these in their sheets on your shelf,
You'll never use them.
you're not going to use them. You're
Because
going
I
to be
don't.
like, because I've never used any of my laser cuts because they're sitting on the shelf.
Yep.
And that's not good. We want you to use them.
You have to use it.
I mean, why buy it if you're not going to use it?
Exactly.
Right? So anyway, so there you go.
Fun stuff.
Nobody said yes. I never saw anybody say. I know Susan Sutton did the Share Sunshine. Did anybody else do some Share Sunshine mailing? Maybe Linda did.
I feel like somebody did on my page, but I don't remember, and
And I think
could not
Sarah
find
might
it.
have.
I know somebody tagged us both in it. I remember that, but I don't
Yep.
know who it was.
If you guys will post in this video in the comment section if you did the Share Sunshine. So here's the thing. I don't know why Facebook is doing it, but they keep moving your comments so we can't see them. Even when you tag us, we've tried everything. Only in this video, I want you to comment, yes, you did it. And I'm just taking your word. I don't need proof.
Jane
And
did
then, huh?
Jane did 3.
Jane did some too. Excellent. And Melissa did some. Excellent. Put them in here that you did it, and or that you're going to do it this week because that counts.
That counts.
Because we want to know. And then maybe someone will get a card in the mail.
Yep.
Maybe.
I have a drawer full. I need
I,
to send
I don't
some
have
out.
any spare cards.
None.
And then we need a challenge for this week. So how about we do... Oh. What should we do?
Ooh, what should we
Because they don't all have the new stuff.
do? No.
And I know you did, Susan. Yes. Excellent. Thank you for posting so I don't forget.
You want to just pick a theme, like a birthday or thank
Yeah, let's do birthday
or
cards.
masculine, because we're coming up on Father's Day.
Masculine. Let's do masculine cards this week as our challenge for Spontaneous Sunday. And
It
we'll
could be anything. It could be a thinking of you, just something
Yes.
that we can give to a guy, and it's not all
something
fruity.
that's not foofy. No, actually, I could give this to a guy.
I feel like
I
you
think I
could.
could tone it down a little bit. Maybe the words changing.
Maybe
those.
get rid of the rhinestones.
Get rid of the rhinestones, the
and
little
change the words.
gems. Yeah.
And maybe make that a little shorter.
Right. But yeah, let's do some guy cards. We need some masculine cards, some masculine ideas. I think that'll be fun.
Yeah.
And post them. We want to see them. Post them in this video. Don't you think?
And I have to come back to life. What if they private message us and then we can post them to the page?
Oh, that's a lot of work.
It's copy and paste.
Okay. You could private message them to us.
I'm trying to think, because
Or
Facebook
just,
keeps losing them.
what if they post them on our pages and then private message us they did it?
Okay, I like that.
How about that? So, if you're going to participate in a challenge, I tried to post my challenge card from last week, but they see Facebook is mean. That's probably why I call them mean every Sunday, and that's probably why this is happening. I love you, Facebook. You're the best.
This brings up a good point, though, but that's why we need you guys to engage in our comments and in our
Yes.
posts. Even if it's just a like or a happy face or something.
Words are better.
Words are even better, though.
Mhm.
But that helps keep our stuff relevant so you guys can find it, because otherwise Facebook
Yes.
eats it.
What is it called? An algorithm?
It messes with the algorithms.
Yes.
And it's crazy.
So, if you're going to do the challenge, which is a masculine card, you got to do it by 5 o'clock next Sunday, Central. And you're going to post it on one of our pages, either Stamp by the Beach or Stamp with Lisa Marie. And then shoot us a private Facebook message. Don't text me, because some of you are gonna be stamping at 2 o'clock in the morning. Private Facebook message and say, I did the challenge for what's
Spontaneous
today's date,
Stampin'.
5/24. Yeah,
I did the challenge.
I did the challenge, and then I'll figure it out from there. That way we can have prizes and do things. Right now it's so hard. I saw one demonstrator. You know what she does? She goes like this. Scroll, 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 scroll. Look at that. That's what she does.
Yep.
Every time.
So
You guys want to see? You want to see? She takes her other device and she goes scroll, 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 and she doesn't look. She just scroll, 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 bloop. That's what she does.
Yep.
At that, yeah. There's other ways, but they're all very high tech. Blah blah blah.
I mean, that's the easiest.
And I'm like, yeah, we're not doing all that.
It's craziness.
We're not doing that. I think I saw yours, Linda, but can't find it now.
Yeah, I remember seeing them, but I can't find them because there was at least 3.
Because you even hashtagged it and everything and tagged us, but then they were gone.
It disappeared.
So it's a Facebook thing.
I can't even find my posts.
So here's the other thing. Hop over to YouTube and subscribe to our YouTube channels that we're going to work really hard to be more consistent with, because we need to have 1,000 subscribers in order to use YouTube Live, and YouTube Live is way better.
Yes.
Way better and super easy to use. None of this glitching like we have here. So yeah, it would be really good. You can use a comment picker, and I didn't know how to do it, Carrie Ann. I don't know how to do it. I will Google it though, because I didn't know what it was called. I just knew somebody had told me that there was some sort of thing out there, but it's comment picker.
So my YouTube is Stamped by the Beach. You should be able to just type that into the little search bar. Like
What is mine?
Like where you pop in like what music you want to listen to or what video. You just type in Stamped by the Beach and it'll pop up. And that's actually where I post all of my paper pumpkin. And I've been trying to upload
you're so
Spontaneous
smart.
over there too. But
Right.
paper pumpkin is definitely over there, at least for this year.
So she's done it
I've done
5 times.
5 times, yes. Minimum. There's a couple other little things over there.
That's good though. That's 5 more than I did.
No, I think you still have more on your page than I do.
I think mine is stamped with Lisa Marie, but
I think you are too. Because you
It-
pop up on my feed every now and then.
there
you are.
it is. It's stamped with Lisa Marie, and look, it's me and Chuck. Ta-da! So you just pop over and you click on it,
And just hit subscribe.
and then hit subscribe. Look, I subscribed. No, I didn't. You can subscribe. You have to sign in. You do have to sign in to subscribe. You subscribe, and then there's a little notification bell that you can click on. Oh, look, I have 193. It went up.
Good job.
So I need you to gather 800 more friends so that I can have, because you have to have 1,000. Isn't that crazy? Oh, yay, Brenda Wilde, you have internet again. Carrie Ann's going to show me how to use Comment Picker. Thank you. So anyway, if any of you need the new catalog and you're not on my team and haven't received yours already, let us know. If you're one of our customers or you don't have a demonstrator,
13 subscribers.
you're 13. Aww.
I have a dozen plus one. One is probably
We're
me.
gonna post our YouTube links at the end of this too, so you guys can hop over there and share it with your friends. Good job, though. It's hard.
It is.
It's
so
hard, and you work full time.
I do.
Oh, and yes, Carrie Ann, go over into the Pearls and say,
We need to have like a YouTube link
yep,
swap.
we're gonna have a YouTube link swap. I'm glad you just said that. I had paper up here for these things,
We can do that at the meeting.
so that we can all like each other's YouTube, because it helps. You don't have to subscribe. It does help us in the long run if you subscribe, and you can set the notifications the way you want. But if you have not received a catalog, let me know. If you don't have a demonstrator,
Let us know.
I know, I was looking at my people saying that, sorry. Let one of us know. And if you don't have a demonstrator and you're looking for one, we would be happy to help you.
Absolutely.
But yeah, we don't want to send you
I
a
have
catalog
a bunch
if you have
of
like
catalogs
10 of them.
and nobody has reached out to me. I don't know where they all went. Tara got hers.
Nobody's asked for mine, but you know, yeah, nobody's really asked.
They're not really.
I guess they just don't realize how quick it's coming.
It's coming. Like 2 weeks.
Oh, thank you, Susan.
What'd she say?
800 of your closest friends, Jane, yes. 750. Maybe I can find 50 on my own. It's crazy. I don't know how these people do it where they have hundreds and thousands, you know.
They've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah.
Consistency.
Oh, we kind of stink
I don't
at
like that word.
We do Spontaneous Sunday, though.
We have been very consistent with this.
So, yes. So, anyway.
High five.
High five.
Good job.
You guys are probably tired of hearing us yak about
We're
nothing.
done.
We'll go.
They liked us a long time ago and sent their hearts. They're done with
They're
us.
like, okay, we're done.
Wrap it up.
But I'm just gonna say there's nothing on TV because I'm pretty sure just about everything has run out of the recorded stuff,
canceled.
and nothing is playing now
Yeah.
because there's nobody's working.
Nope.
Alyssa is not happy.
No.
Let me just tell you, because there's no new shows. Yeah, it's not good.
I don't have cable anyway, so I'm catching up on some Netflix.
I've watched everything that I wanted to watch.
See, and I haven't because I didn't have time. Now I actually have some time to.
You're saying I had time?
No, you didn't have
Okay.
time. You're busy.
Well, thank you, Susan. I appreciate that. She was subscribed but had the bell turned off. So I'm glad I explained that. So that's something we need to make sure
There
we
you
start
go.
telling you guys more often.
Turn the bell on.
All right, you guys, we're going to go for real. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and helping us design beautiful cards.
Yes.
And we can't wait to see your masculine cards. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.